everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new World War One. This movie just dropped on Netflix. It's called All Quiet on Western Front. And this epic war movie, it is from Germany and it is starred Paul Bowman. And this movie is directed by Edward Berger. So when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, oh, and this movie, it is sitting on Rotten Tomatoes score. It's way high. Oh. So I had really high expectation for this movie. And what do I think about this movie? Oh, this movie, it is starts with such a chilling scene, and like first 10 minutes for this movie, when you watch it, you really feel chill in your body. It's so, whoo. And this movie does such a good job putting audience on the right in there in the World War One end of it, I guess, in this movie's case. And what I like in this movie, it is the production design and the production overall for this movie. It is absolutely A plus. If I had to gain, it's so good. You really feel it. All this mud, rain, ooh, you really feel it. You feel like, oh my God, I don't want to be going there ever. I also like when this movie starts with this young guy. He's, going into this army to go to the war. I guess he was so excited. Those 10-15 minutes of this movie I really like. I was like, oh, it's so good. Overall, this movie, it is really very well made, and this is based on a novel, so story already out there. And I hear this movie, it is quite accurate to the novel, so that is very, I guess people who read that novel, they'll be really happy with it. Overall, this movie, I feel like people who like war movie, they will really enjoy this movie a lot. Especially if you liked 1917, you will really like this movie, because this movie, well, I really liked it a lot. But I will say this movie, it is somewhat drag in the in the middle act. I feel like some of the scene is really very drawn out, and the way it was made is not as nicely edited like 1917, which will affect some people's viewing experience, because people like watching, I guess, non-stop stuff. Because this movie does such a good job telling the overall story about this young guy who's just trying to survive. And oh, it's so sad when I think about really, I was feeling really invested in his character. Overall, this movie, what was it going for? It really works, the direction is really good in this movie, and all the acting is so superb. Like, I cannot say this enough. The young actor who's the center of this movie, he was so good. I was like, oh, he's really good. He deserves some recognition. Although I will say there is another actor who I know him. What is his name? I forgot. He was also really good. All the drawn out scene, I guess I will say, all the, this officer, they're trying to decide like how to end the war. He goes to those scenes, I will say, they are a little drawn out. You feel like, whoa, let's go back to the war. That is what I'll say. Yeah, I wish those scenes were a little bit more neatly edited. But people who like war movie, they will really love this movie. This movie, it's really good. I see whenever any war movie drops on Netflix, the trend for days on there. So, there's so many people, like, they are fan of war movie. Overall, this movie, I really liked it a lot. Someone who doesn't like war movie, I felt really sad end of it. And of course, at the end of this movie, you do feel like, oh, wars are really bad. So, overall, this movie really succeed on that. And that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? And if you enjoyed my this review, don't forget to share my other reviews on other Netflix movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.